Whoa. Can we make it bigger? Oh, thank you. Damn, we can't make it bigger. Hmm. Oh, what's good, people? I don't know really what to talk about, but I want to talk about something. I would say, I don't know. I watched the clip today. It was like mind blowing because in the clip, this dude, I forgot his name, he was talking about to collectively, I mean, everybody. He said, if you could buy food for a month and buy gas for a month, you don't need to go shopping. You don't need to get gas. You really wouldn't need anything for the month, especially if you do it right. And the whole idea he was trying to go about was if if like literally world, the whole world just up and said, "Fuck it, just walk with me for a minute." We say 50% of the world. If 50% of the world woke up one morning and said, "I'm not doing nothing. Fuck my bills. Fuck everything that I was being responsible about, paying bills, staying on top of your work, going to work, just whole that whole everyday thing that you so normally do. Get up, go to work, slave for a couple, like 8 to 10 hours, come home, go to sleep, chill with your family, eat dinner, go to sleep. It's like a fucking cycle, like a repeated cycle. But he was basically saying, what if the world, I would say 50% of the world, what if just 50% of the world, matter of fact, we even make it bigger, 75% of the world, all collectively got up one day and just said, bump this. And then he went further into detail saying, the government works for us in a sense. We're not supposed to be working for them. I was just a little bit, I watched the whole thing, so I learned a lot from it. And he was just saying, if everybody thought, like, let's get this, let's let's stand together 112% and just say, fuck the whole economy and what's going on right now. Just, you see how they did COVID, how they shut us down on COVID. They made us stay in the crib, couldn't do nothing. You was limited to anything and everything. And you see how they made the world start with a fogaze ass. I'm talking about Bufa virus. That was just like bullshit. 112% bullshit. And they put the whole world, the masses, put the whole world on pause. What if we did that shit to them? Like, really? What if 75% of the world woke up one morning and was like, fuck the government and fuck everything that they tying us down to? Remember, at one point, they making us pay for apples, grapes. All this shit was free. It was free. So I'm just saying, like, on some collective shit, like the Borg from Star Trek. They all had one thought to assimilate, everything that they can get their hands on, whether it be for knowledge or just to assimilate to make their numbers greater. But their main objective was to assimilate, and they all collectively thought that. So what if we collectively think like, and like really put it in motion? Like how they turned the light. I'm gonna keep using COVID. Like how they turned the lights out on COVID. Like they turned the lights out across the fucking world for the Wuhan disease. And come to find out the shit was genetically made to actually kill off some of the population. If you smart and you put 2 and 12 together, that's 14. So you can see what they try to do, but I guess it didn't work. So it's supposed to be like another major pandemic that's gonna happen. They gave us a 5 year. They're gonna give us a 5 year hiatus with COVID. Then I guess after the 5th year, this would be the 5th year, going fourth year. Yeah, I think 4.5 going in the 5th year because we had quote unquote COVID was like for 5 years straight. So yeah, 2020, 2025, the end of 2024. That's when the new pandemic is gonna hit. I believe, quote unquote, and they're gonna do it again, but this time it's gonna be more drastic. They're gonna martial law, like whole cities is gonna be locked down. You're not gonna be able to do nothing unless you comply to everything that they telling you have to comply to. This, that, and the third. But what if we used to get the ball rolling on collectively thinking, not even thinking, just acting, and not worrying about, oh my God, how is it going to affect us? How is it going to affect my daughter? How is it going to affect her college? This, that, and the third. Fuck all of that. We need new terms. We need to have somebody come to the table of all of us collectively thinking that all of us can relate to, all of us that can actually speak for us and is going to actually follow through. But collectively, we need to stop. Stop. Let's stop everything. And I know it just sound crazy, and it might even sound weird to you, like this nigga's stupid. Like, but if you actually think about it, if you really think about it, what would the world do without their workers? Without the people that will comply without no hesitation, only because they're so used to and they're so prone to doing the same thing over and the fuck over and the fuck over. What happens when we actually collectively think as one and act on it and stop? Like really, like stop. I mean everything, taxes, consuming all of this shit out in the streets, McDonald's. Like without us, there's no them. That's the truth. That is the truth. Without us, there's no them. We work for them, quote unquote, but they supposed to be working for us. What happens when we get tired and we get fed up as a collective and we cut off the lights, we cut off the power because we are their power. We're their legs, we're their physicalities. I mean, don't get me wrong. I could be kicking myself in the mouth because AI is strong. AI is coming in right now. They got robots. Who knows? Lord knows they got probably robots fighting private wars and shit. Who knows? Niggas is probably whatever the case may be. Technology is crazy. Technology is never gonna stop growing. But I'm like really like serious. Like this shit giving me goosebumps is because 75% of the world they just it sounds hard and it sounds far fetched out the wool's eye, especially if you don't have nobody that's on the same timetable you want with that. Like, and if you really want to go in depth with it, start speaking on it. Like, bring it into reality, bring it into an existence. And that's crazy, is because Inception is a motherfucker. Once the idea is thought of in the mind, it spreads. So just imagine if everybody had that same idea, how fast, how fast it would spread. That's just crazy. That's just like some real food for thought because there is no them without us. We can't say it's no us without them because it's always been us. But if we did, like if we I gotta stop saying if we did. We we need to. We need to stop. Just stop. It's crazy. I never felt like this before. Having a conversation with myself. I know I'm not talking to the mic because I don't have no viewers, but just even saying it like out loud just gave my whole body like a different type of feeling just now. Like, just stop. I mean, everything. So worrying about bills because you're not gonna be acting. Yo, if everybody, it would be crazy. It would be chaotic at first because people will be scared. I'm gonna lose everything. You came from nothing. You didn't have anything when you first started. Your father's father, them niggas came from nothing. They came from rocks and trees and shit like that. But you didn't have nothing when you first started. Like it's like almost being a kid. When you're a kid, you don't have a care in the world. One care what you're thinking about is what are you gonna do, especially when you start realizing like, yo, shit, I'm human. Like I'm a kid. Like oh shit, I can't. You wouldn't say to yourself, I came out of something, but like kids are carefree and they just they kids they don't they don't have a care when they're kids like that, like babies or the world need to be more childish. Just for a little while, be childish. Just go back into that. No, I don't want to temper tantrum, but do it in the right manner. Like this is crazy because the world is crazy. The world is the world is just crazy right now. But just stop. Like everything. Factory workers walking out, Frito Lay's shutting down because they have no employment, only because it's by choice. Target shutting down. They don't have Amazon shutting down. The people run the world. The this I mean this it's just crazy. That would be bananas. That would be something for the book, something really for the history books that they couldn't like X out or they couldn't say didn't happen is because if you have 75% of the world, the biggest fucking lie. I mean, the Kennedy assassination, big one of the biggest. They managed to cover that shit up good too. Shit, the moon landing. Watched some shit on that the other day. This guy tried to sit here and he tried to say they had a tripod on the fucking module as it was landing. This shit, they pressed the button and the module would pop out. So this module will set itself up and everything as y'all was landing. This shit set itself up doing orbit and all of that. Fuck out of here. Even a blind man could have seen the truth, the lies in that truth, and that lie he was trying to make believe to be true. That shit was bullshit. what you call it said it was bullshit. We had TVs. Fuck, you took a television to the moon with you? He said we only saw what we wanted to see only because it was TV. It's a good lie. He said it's a very good lie. Shit like that just made me wonder. I'm getting goosebumps talking about this shit. Cause I be like, I just know some of the shit I look up is some of the shit I've been researching. It's just I know, I just know. Not a feeling in my bones. It's not a a crick in my stomach or I get fuzzy feelings in my stomach. Sometimes you just know, you just get a feeling over just sheer reading. Like facts will stick out to a person that's actually reading and he's trying to he's trying to catch factuals in the whole paragraph or anything that he's reading. He's trying to debunk everything. Like that's the type of person I'm becoming now. Like it's crazy. It's because I look for a line, anything in the government. Like I everything. Like I just learned out how figured out how to talk to a judge or how a judge talks to you in a court. Like that was crazy. That shit blew my mind. When and it's all about jurisdiction over you. I didn't know that. Like, cause it's common. The courts all have their own language, but it's crazy. I always thought when a judge asked you, "Can you hear me?" the common response would be, "Yeah, I can hear you." And it's like once you once you apply those words to, it's crazy is because he's asking you in a sense, can you hear me for him to establish jurisdiction over you because you know you're well how did that lady break it down? He's the judge is trying to see if you know yourself. Some shit like that is because if you don't know yourself, the court are potential parents. So when he's asking you that question, he's not asking you, can you can you hear me to make sure he needs to talk up louder or for you to hear him? No. The way you go about answering that question is, what do you mean? Audio, dialogue, and he's going to ask you wishy-washy questions to establish jurisdiction over you. Once they establish jurisdiction over you, that's when they can apply the law, their law of their courts to you. It's because if you don't know yourself, it's like a kid in custody of the court system being a grown ass, being an adult. I didn't know that until today. So you have like I said, courts have their own. That's why I'm wishy washy on the government is because back in my time I would have known nothing like that. And then the way the lady broke it down is the minute you give them jurisdiction over you, that's when all of their laws apply to you. They can do whatever they want with you after that. It's because you're now they have jurisdiction over you. That's why people need to know their self. Need to know. I forgot how she said it, but it was crazy. And going back to my times in courts, that'd be like some of the first one of the first questions the judge will say to you the minute your case is called and you're walking up and your public defender or your lawyer establish, okay, this is your case and we're about to present it. Then it's the judge. The judge comes out and once that I'm telling you, we got to look it up. Let me see. Let me get my phone. We about to see. Hey Siri, how can a court establish jurisdiction over you? I have the phone right here. I'm bugging. Personal jurisdiction. No, not jurisdiction. Hold on, where did I put it? Did I save it to my Instagram? Big stepper, final. What the hell? What is that, mom? I'm walking to. What the hell? What is that, mom? Oh. I'm walking to the car. Yo, they dubbed it. They took it down. They took it down. Oh my God, they took it down. My page, my page, my page. Oh, here we go. So when you go in for a hearing, you're listening to see if you know who you are. So what the judge is going to determine is what jurisdiction you're going to be in. And so when you know who you know how to answer or respond appropriately. So when the judge asks you, can you hear me? Is he asking to see if the sound and the volume's okay? Can you physically listen and hear him? Or is he asking something else? So a way to answer that would be, oh, define hearing. Are you talking about audible, sound, volume? He wants you under his jurisdiction. What jurisdiction is that? Admiralty law, commerce, Admiralty law, right? Commerce, commercial law. When he has jurisdiction over you, that means that the courts have authority over you. Yep. The court has jurisdiction. I said it right. Oh shit. Meaning you're a ward of the state, so they can determine the outcome because they're a parent corporation. Yep. A parent corporation to the corporation that sounds like you but isn't you. So Jane Doe, all caps, sounds like Jane. See, we learn something every day. I learned that today. And that's fucking crazy. That is bananas. See? You need to know. And I learned that today. I will never forget it. I will never forget it. Hey Siri, what is the stick man? No. Common laws that Hey Siri, what are some of the common laws that refer to the stick man? Straw man. The straw. It's not a theory. This is actuality too. So, hey Siri, Google the straw man theory. You could use this in court too. It's crazy. A straw man fallacy, sometimes written as a straw man, is the informal of refuting an argument different from the one actually under discussion, or not recognizing or acknowledging. Oh, the distinction. One who engages in this fancy is said to be attacking a straw man. U.S. President William McKinley has shot a cannon labeled Kinley's letter. The letter has involved a straw man and its constructors Carl Schulz, Olsel, Garrison, Valor, Richard Oney, in a great explosion caption smashed Harper's Weekly, 22 September 1900. The typical straw man argument creates the illusion of having refuted or defeated an opponent. Propositions the current replacement of its with it a different stand-up straw man and the secrets of this false argument snuck in a straw man instead of the opponent's proposition. Straw man arguments have been used throughout history in polemic debates, particularly regarding high charged emotional subjects. Straw man tactics in the United Kingdom may also known as Aunt Sally after a pub game of some name. Oh my god, just give me the actual fucking what you call it. I can't believe that's all that they have on that. It goes further than that. The strawman theory, also called the strawman illusion, originated in redemption, A4V movement and Pomalian and anti-government and tax posters. Protesters movements such as sovereign citizens and free man of the land. The theory holds that the individual has two personas, one of flesh and blood and the other a separate legal personality. The straw man and that one's legal responsibilities belong to the straw man rather than the physical individual. Ah, notice removal, rights of access. Ooh, redemption procedures and documents to separate oneself from the straw man, therefore becoming free of the rule of law. Hence, the main use of strawman theory is in escaping and denying liability and legal responsibilities. Tax protesters, they back this claim by misreading the legal definition of person and misunderstanding the distinction between a judicial person and a natural person. Canadian legal scholar Donald J. Netolowski has called the strawman theory the most innovative courts have uniformly rejected arguments relying on the strawman, which is recognized in law as scam. I'm not running from the IRS or none of that shit. I believe that shit to be true. But the government found a way to debunk that. So let's read this one. straw man is third party that holds information for the sole purpose of transferring it to another. In property law, a straw man would be the one person whom a gator transfers land to for some reason, sometimes known as a front, for the sole purpose of concealing the true owner. Any transactions where there is a party representing another in a purchase where the property will be transferred as a straw man transaction in the past to create a joint tenancy where one joint tenant already owned interest. It was first necessary to convey the property to a straw man, then to convey the interest of the property to an ultimate guarantee of the joint tenants. A straw man transactions was necessary because the grantors had to acquire their interests at the same time to form a unity of time and have the unity of title same method of. So those two elements from joint tenancy. Straw man's also logically fancy in an argument used with the intentions of distracting from the original topic. Latest update. Oh man, that could be argued if you ask me. Hey Siri, who's going to win the 2024 presidential debate? Hey Siri, who's going to be the next president? Hey Siri, will Donald Trump be our next president? Hey Siri, what's Castle Rock? Hey Siri, open up voice note. Hey Siri, open up notes. The world needs to stop. Oh, I found it. The world needs to stop. I mean, like, like moving. And then they put all of this shit in your face to distract you for everything that's like real and true. Like I was thinking of some shit, right? Literally, I was saying this shit to myself, saying this shit to myself. And it was like certain shit just started popping up on my Instagram, on my Facebook. And this was shit that was just spilling out of my head while I had my phone in my hand. And I was literally looking at Facebook and going between Facebook and Instagram, Facebook and Instagram. And I was just thinking about certain shit. You know, them ads pop up and shit. And I never click on them. So I'm like, and then when they come up, I put hide, like all of the ads. I try not to have no ads on my page. That shit is impossible because no matter how many you be like you don't want on your page, they always gonna have ads. Them shits just pop up. I totally forgot what I was saying. Yeah, and the shit just started like certain shit that I was just thinking about in my head. I swear to God, started popping up on my fucking Instagram and my Facebook, and I'm like, what the fuck? I really get ads on my shit. So like, why the fuck is this shit all popping up? So I'm hiding all of this shit, like not hiding it, trying to get it to just get off my main wall of my page. I just started fucking thinking like half the time I only be talking out loud around my phone, but sometimes I be talking in front of my phone and I'll be saying shit that I'm gonna get like from Walmart or from Amazon and some shit like that. And miraculously, first 4 or 5 scrolls on Instagram or Facebook, some shit pertaining to what I was thinking about pops up or what I was talking about. That shit, it just is weird. Sometimes shit just be weird. And I'm tired of shit being weird to me because I'm not a weirded out person. Shit don't be weirding me out like that. But a lot of shit nowadays is weirding me out is because niggas don't even know which way to go. Up, down, left, right, sideways, diagonal, horizontal, whatever, whichever way you want to call it. Like the world is just being yanked and pulled in so many different directions. Shit, nigga get have a hard time finding his actual self when he wake up in the morning. Nigga go to bed one way and wake up another way. Like that's what the fuck this world doing. That's crazy. It's crazy. Like I said before, a man wake up. He went to bed a full fledged man playing basketball and everything, chilling with the gang, the guys and shit. Like nigga go to bed and wake up and talk about. I have a hole for JJ now. I'm like, what the fuck? I literally can't go 43 years of my life I don't think it was supposed to happen for me that way. I don't think it was. I don't think it was in the stars for me to wake up one day saying I'm a female, knowing damn well I'm a grown ass man with kids with boys, and on top of that, still have the same common sense. Like some people have common sense, knowing that a male cannot get pregnant. He does not have the tools for it. He doesn't. So I just don't understand why these people making all these fucking videos. Oh my god, I identify as a fucking unicorn and a fairy, so call me Fairy Con type. Back in our time, back in the 90s, you would have went to school with that shit, you would have got humiliated. You wouldn't even got beat up. Niggas was just made fun of you. Niggas would have heated you down. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here. You half a bag of fruit, nigga. You apples, bananas, and grapes, and I'm not talking about fruit or balloons, the underwear. Like, niggas would, yo, and back in our time, niggas, dads and moms would have whooped that shit out of them, straight like that. Would have whooped they ass. Oh, oh yeah, you wanna, you 14, but you just went to bed, and you mean to tell me you wake up, you want to put my underwear on, you want to wear my bra, knowing that you 14 years old, you grew up your whole fucking entire life 14, and you just now went to bed last night and you woke up saying that you a fucking fairy con, a unicorn, or some shit like that, and on top of that, that you a girl trapped in a boy's body, and you've been a female your whole entire life, type shit, and then you're a whole dude. Y'all motherfuckers don't understand the 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 emotional setback y'all doing to y'all friends. Look at that nigga that giving Mister what you call it, that's giving all of that money away from on the app store, the game. One of his best friends, one of his co-hosts, went straight trans. He was not feeling it. He was not feeling it. They showed the video and everything. It's like them motherfuckers don't know what type of emotional effect they having on people that actually love them. And I just can't. I can't. I can't even accept the fact if my son wanted to grow up to be a peach, I wouldn't be able to accept that. But you know what's crazy? The harsh reality is the way this world is promoting shit. I wouldn't be surprised if any of these fucking Generation Z babies come out with a clear head, and if they came out with a penis, they act like they know how to fucking use it and they stand 10 toes down. You feel me? These fucking parents out here too, it's no better for them neither. It's because they want to be a part of the movement so fucking bad. They will make they fucking kids physically kill themselves on the inside just to fuel this bullshit ass agenda that's going around. Like, and there's parents out there that's taking this shit to the 12th. Like, oh my god, their son is a girl daughter now. Their daughter is a boy type shit. And these parents, and you could tell that they sick. You could tell they grew up in the 80s and the 90s. Most of these parents that's doing this shit either got beat up in school, got bullied, never got no pussy, never got no dick, or they just had a harsh life. So, what better way to fuck somebody else's life up than your own kid by putting them through this bullshit? I'm not co-signing nothing, nothing, nothing. And it would hurt me dear. Like I said, if any of my boys, this shit would hurt me. But at the end of the day, it's in the creator's hands. The creator know what's what. Man down here on this, man in this dimension, he running amok. He doing whatever the fuck he want. Heard that God is in all of us. The creator is in all of us. He put a piece of himself in all of us to experience what he created. This was quote unquote what I heard today. So people walking around here thinking that the God and the sun, they keep thinking it's SON. It's not SON. It's SUN, quote unquote. It's been so much false shit about the Bible, how it's man made. That shit was probably written by the Rothschilds, if you ask me. These niggas is like the biggest. It's one of the wealthiest fucking families in the fucking in the world in extinction and well in the actual living. And it's crazy because these motherfuckers they don't even mingle with like outside blood. Like they fuck their own family members type shit. They keep it in the family. So all of their money is via through incest. If you ask me, like the Rothschilds, they fuck on each other. Like that's crazy. That is bananas. But I guess if you got money, you could fuck your family and niggas just turn the other cheek. Like I mean, like how many babies came out retarded while they was doing this shit? Like did they actually start the Hills Have Eyes? Because the Rothschilds has been around since I don't fucking know how long. I know they've been around before the Dames. Bankers underworld. I heard the president is just a puppet. My son is in the kitchen bouncing a basketball right now. I can hear it. Watch this. And take time out to talk to my. He don't do a lot of talking. I'm gonna call my wife. Never mind. She yelling at him. But I just ordered my mic. Well, I didn't order it yet. Just got my mic. I just got my sound, my soundproof shit from my. That shit gonna go right there. That's exactly where it's gonna go. That's a fact. See, saying here, I just had a whole conniption. Like,
Please leave your message for Mark. Please dial it now.
I gotta smoke though. Definitely gotta smoke. I gotta piss the size of the fucking planet. But I don't know, man. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just know that something's coming. It's just it's cataclysmic, and the wheels is on, so you can't stop it. I hope that shit is true. Like, what if he did do that though? Like, literally gave us a piece of him, the creator. Mm. Certain things are just best left unsaid. Dukes told me that demons on. Certain things you just keep to yourself, Joe. Not keep to yourself. They best left unsaid for a reason. So with that being said, I'm just gonna keep that whole thought. Shit, don't. I'm glad I ain't got Apple headphones. Fucking them motherfuckers can pull fucking thoughts, right? Like if you got a negative thought on your mind, it's in their fucking contract when you get their headphones and you agree to it. With your headphones, you go through when you first get your headphones and you gotta activate them shits on your phone. In their new contract, they can physically see what you are thinking through through frequency. Like you can have a negative thought and they can see it. That ass. The shit is on my page. I could not believe it. I don't have no Apple headphones. I have my watch. The shit could tell when I jerk off and all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So Elon Musk said it already. He said, "Yo, just know when the niggas in the bathroom and he jerking off, it goes straight to an iCloud. It's logged. When your heart start beating, they know when niggas is beating off. Elon Musk said it himself. So I believe that shit. So when I be spanking the Tally Wonka, when I be in here spanking it, and my watch be on my wrist, believe you me, Apple no. Yeah, he squeezing one out quick fast. That's a fact. And he said Elon Musk said that shit gets logged. It gets put in an iCloud that don't have nothing to do with your iCloud. It goes into a personal iCloud. So he said they got a basic time of when your heart rate spiked. It's because you was orgasming. I could not believe that shit, but I seen that shit today about the iPhones being able to see actually what you're thinking, like your thoughts in a sense. They trying to make it so fucking so virtual to where you don't even have to you don't even have to have the shit on. Like the visor and shit, the shit can just pull it right out of your fucking head. That's why I know the tech that's gonna be dropping. The tech that's gonna be dropping as the years get progress is gonna be on some cyberpunk shit. They're gonna come out with mods for niggas' bodies. You gonna have mod junkies and all of that shit. I swear to God. Solomon Gomorrah all over again. But new time, new place, destination, the fucking world. I thought Solomon Gomorrah was like, because they everybody say Vegas, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, and they say that shit is like really, really crazy out there on the low. It's like really, really crazy, satanic. Says so many bodies in the fucking desert is crazy. I would never know because I've never been there before. And from the looks and the sound of it, I don't think I would ever want to go neither. It's because I value my life. I love it. So I wouldn't try to take myself from it, like at all. And if I did try to take myself away from it, listen, I'm not suicidal. I love smoking pot and I love working. I love the shit out of my fucking kids too, all the way to the moon and back. I would die for them, but I wouldn't commit suicide for them. So know that. Saying that now just in case I become popular and motherfuckers try to say I was suicidal. And let me get this out right now. I committed suicide, but it was over a chick and it was over abuse. And it don't have nothing to do with me now. So I will never be in a low point like that a day in my life ever again. Because when you're in a low point like that, anything goes. Anything. And when people don't take you serious, that's when you know niggas like, oh shit, niggas didn't even take you serious. Like, so, but I'm not suicidal. I don't feel suicidal. I've been talking for months about getting my cave ready and everything. To do my little couch talk or my little broadcast when I play my game or just shooting the shit with people that don't know me and trying to get, trying to get my popularity up there as far as my channel. So, but I'm saying that now. I am not suicidal. I don't want to kill myself. And I have everything to live for. Who would want to live for this? Who? Who would want to smoke this gas? And that's another thing. In this society, you don't know if you could trust the news. Everything is onion. Everything, like every all of the news stinks. It stinks. People, I don't even think the real public take the news serious anymore. And if the people actually take what they see on NBC, CBS, fucking Fox, it's all written program, man. Yo,
Hey, I didn't realize the phone was obviously was fixing like a commodity up there.
nah, I had asked you. I sat on the phone and I didn't realize it was calling you.
Oh, alright. And he's eating a corn dog, then going to bed. Everyone told him good night. He had his bath.
Oh,
We've been watching a show.
mm.
Now he's eating a corn dog because he's seen his brother holding it.
Oh, so he wanted to be like
Yeah.
his big bro.
The big bro threw it at him and told him he could have it because he didn't realize it was a hot dog that inside that was pork.
Oh,
Yeah. He looks really cute right now. He's all relaxed, laying in his jammies on the couch, hair in a ponytail,
my baby,
eating his corn dog,
my man, as he should.
FaceTiming you. Like them little feet.
My baby.
My feet. My feet. You're getting so big.
Yes,
You're getting so big.
that's a fact.
You're getting big. He fucked some corn dogs up.
I'm glad he eats shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying me fat.
Look at this boy. He eats so fast. Did you ever smoke that blunt?
That shit was some gas.
She was like, I was high on 2 pulls.
Nah, that shit was. I wasn't high in 2 pulls, but that shit was some gas.
That was weird.
Yeah, shit did it. You hung up.
Did yours do what mine did? It said call failed.
Yours fell. Mine's didn't.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. He keeps kicking the phone into my damn face.